Entitled mother wants me to come home and take care of her. I, 24F, mother, 65, who adopted me when I was 6 years old, emotionally abused and neglected me throughout my childhood. Most of my memories are filled with babysitters, while she was living it up, school bullying and therapists, while she refused to believe that any of my problems stemmed from my relationship with her. I've been slowly working through my issues with a therapist and now live several hours away from her and work a full-time job as a news producer. As my mother has grown older, she's now become a shell of who she used to be. Now she's a hermit, does nothing, loves being the victim, is condescending and judgmental. She has an abundance of loyal friends who think she's a godsend, but all know there's something not quite right about her. On Sunday, I had to call 911 for her because she said she was feeling dizzy and had sweats. After testing at the hospital, they found she had a small ulcer that had caused minor bleeding. I've been in communication with the hospital this entire time. Her best friend of over 36 years, who lives an hour away, was able to drive down to be with her. The ulcer has since been attributed to stress, bad dieting, and lack of exercise, etc. Her friends and I have talked to her about this so many times, I don't even bother anymore. Aside from some discomfort, the hospital has her on N4 and will send her home with a prescription after an evaluation. When I spoke to my mother on the phone, she was very frustrated and complained about the situation. She also doesn't seem to understand she's actually improving and said she wished I could be there. Her friend also mentioned that my mother is adamant that she's not going home until she's feeling 100%, even if the doctors tell her she can go home. Feeling 100% is unrealistic, especially at that age. Her friend told me that my mother needs to push herself more instead of just sitting around and waiting to feel 100% better. Her friend's doing as much as she can for my mother, but she can only stay until next Monday, March 10th. My mother is perfectly mobile and aside from this blip, is in much better shape than a lot of people her age. Could she eat better and be more active? Absolutely. If she fails the evaluation, then the hospital can suggest a rehabilitation clinic for her to go to. She also has several neighbors who are more than happy and have helped a great deal since she was put in the hospital. At this point, the only thing holding my mother back, it seems, is being home alone, despite that being something she actually preferred before this incident. Again, her friend is staying until the Sunday, so even if my mother is released tomorrow, her friend will be there for another 4 days, and then my godfather and his friend will come and visit after. Then there's the neighbors who are actively trying to get my mother to reach out to them for help. I have my own serious health problems I'm trying to get under control and already work a high-stress job. The idea of taking time off indefinitely, that I don't have, to go back home and having to put myself under more stress would crush me. Edit. I want to thank everyone for the amazing and supportive feedback. It means a lot. There's many things I'm still learning to let go of and forgive, but all of your responses have helped so much. I'll pop in an update as soon as I learn more from my mother's evaluation and what the next steps are. A part of me prays that in the morning, she'll have a better attitude and will want to do well during the evaluation and go home without any complaints if they release her, but with how things have been going so far, I'm not confident that will happen. Letting her manipulate me isn't an option either, so we'll see.